Hey guys, this is a different video format usually from my raw vlogs that I usually do, but it's basically me introducing myself and my 1989 240 SX that I copped 6 months ago. So as you see in the title, I've basically owned this car for 6 months and I've daily driven it ever since I owned it because it's my only car. And yeah.
Hold on. What's your name, bro?
My name is Kai, but you know, channel name is Vian. If you want to call me Vian or Kai, it's cool. You know, either or. So yeah, this car, I got it in Nevada. Shout out to Michael. He was an old Chinese Asian dude that kept this car in the garage for like 10 plus years. Copped it off of him. If you guys seen my most popular video on my channel, you could see like the journey that we went on to go get it. But basically got it off of Michael, drove it from Nevada all the way to San Diego, no issues. And if you're curious about what the engine's in here, it's the single cam K24E. So yeah, that thing's pretty reliable. Nothing was done to it. When I got it, it's all OEM parts on the engine, so nothing was touched. Mileage is 200K. It's pretty steep, but I don't usually do far drives with this car, so you know, it ain't really much to me. But yeah, when I got this car, it basically came with the whole Type X kit. It came with the lights, the wing, the rear valences, the side skirts, and like all the stuff in the front. All OEM Nissan, except for these guys right here. Those, I don't know what brand they are, but you know, I don't think you could ask Sai, it's not really worth getting OEM. What is that, fog light?
Yeah, these are position lights and they go for like hundreds of dollars, but aftermarket it's only like 30 bucks, so.
Yeah, so.
For you, I guess.
Yeah, like if you're like, want to be down to the T and have clout, you know, you could get the Nissan OEM ones, but when I bought it, the suspension was pretty blown. Like every time you hit a pothole, the whole car started to wiggle side to side, so it was pretty bad. So you know, that was one of the first things that I did was refresh the front suspension and then just put coilovers on the rear as well. Yeah, I threw on control arm, tension arm, inner tie rod, outer tie rod, and then just coilovers. All right, so let's take a look at the interior. And as you can see, this is not what used to be in here when I bought the car. So new things, we got the Brid seat. This thing, shout out to the S15 homie, what was his name? John, yep, my homie John hooked it up. Even though they're hella uncomfortable, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for swag. We got the Nardi wheel from Up Garage. I don't know if it's real or fake.
Nah, that's legit, bro.
It's legit?
It's legit. Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah. And then we got the quick release P2M and then a Works bell hub. S14 seat, 50 bucks out of Garage. It was kind of dirty when I got it, so I had my girlfriend, you know, clean it up. We both did the little steam mop vacuum. Pretty good. Shift knob, Tomei. Sai put me onto the Tomei shift knob. It was pretty cheap, so I just copped it. Really nice, really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, I got the dash mat, you know, Amazon dash mat. And then if you check the last video, we put in a brand new dash, so that's why the dash mat's on there. Uncracked.
Yeah,
pretty
protected.
Much. Yeah, protected. Yes, interior's looking like. Let me know in the comments what else I should do to it. I know the colors are kind of mismatched in here right now. It's looking a little like it's not looking uniform. So this is just WIP, work in progress. So don't mind how it looks right now. All right. And then I forgot to mention these wheels that I have, the Advan SA3Rs. Yeah, these, I forgot what the specs are off the top of my head, so I'll put it on the screen right here. But yeah, these boys are, they go hard. All right, so I'm about to open up the trunk real quick. But yeah, as you can see, I got me a little.
You got the hatch-mounted HKS high power.
Yeah, feel it. I haven't had the chance to throw it in yet because my current exhaust that's on the car right now is. Take a look down here. It's all welded, so it's welded up to the cat. There's no flanges, so I gotta go to the weld shop and have them weld my HKS on here. But yeah, I got this thing for pretty cheap, so I'm kind of hyped. But I'm just taking my time. I'm not really in a rush to get louder. Yeah, so the reason why I copped this S13 is, to be honest, it's a pretty sick car. It's within my budget. And I've always wanted to own a JDM car just because of the culture that this car brings and like the history of this car. Especially the aftermarket support on this car is insane. Like you guys already know, like every S chassis that you see, there's always something different going on with it. And I just like how everybody who owns a S chassis kind of puts their own little flavor on it, so it really makes it their own car. So that's how I feel about this car. I want to turn it into something that is my own, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go ahead and take a drive now, and I'll tell you guys how it is to daily it and my experience dailying it for the 6 months that I've owned it. So basically, first 2 to 3 months of owning this car and dailying it was just a lot of maintenance and restoring the car. The issues that I had during the period of like me breaking in the car was a power steering leak, which is still happening right now. I had the blown suspension, which I've taken care of. Some stuff happened too where like the car wouldn't turn on, but it was a really quick fix. And that's another thing about owning a car like this that's like 30 plus years old, is that if you have an issue with the car, somebody out in the world has the resolution posted online on YouTube or a forum. So yeah, when my car wouldn't start, it was just this little clutch relay that I had to replace, and the car just started up right fine. So, but yeah, that's the only really issue. And then I had a really big issue, which was the alternator. And all I had to do was clean up the alternator plug. And I put in a new alternator as well, just cause, but yeah, it was like really gunked up. So I had to clean the alternator plug, and now there's no issues. So that was like basically my 2 to 3 months of owning it. And then after that, everything's been pretty smooth. The only real issues I still have is just that power steering leak, and then like a problem that I made for myself where I'm rubbing a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Downshift.
All right, it's time for size questions. On average, how long does it take for you to get to work?
Say like it's either 5 minutes or 15 minutes.
All right, most people don't live 5 minutes from work. If you were working half an hour to an hour, let's say 45 minutes every day to work, could you daily this car?
Now that I'm past the 6-month mark, I wouldn't daily this for 40 minutes to work and back.
Every day.
Yeah, it's just my knee, like after a long drive, honestly, my knee's kind of killing me. So yeah, nah. But yeah, that's a big reason why I daily this car, is because I have that compromise of being close to work. But other than that, if you're like 30 minutes or longer away, you're kind of cooked, not gonna lie.
Your 240 is cleaner than 90% of 240s, and mechanically, I would say it's pretty up there as well. For the rest of the people, we don't really have like 240s like that, or other people who are watching this video and looking to get into an S13 or S14. Their options probably are not like this pristine or mechanically sound. What do you have to say about finding a 240 if it's gonna be like your first project car or even a daily?
It really depends on who you buy it off of. Because if you just get a 240 and you don't do your research and you get it with a bunch of, and like you get it and you look at the engine bay and you don't know what you're looking at, that's like where most people go wrong, and where that stigma of like 240s aren't reliable come from, is because a lot of people, they just cop a 240 with all the, you know, with a lot of performance and engine mods that are done already, and that's what kind of fucks them over. So it's like, you just gotta do your research and find the closest to stock 240 possible if you really want to like daily drive this car or drive it like very often. Otherwise, it's gonna be in your driveway or on jack stands for majority of your ownership. So I'd say we'll go into and you can hear the power steering whining, but I'll go into the pros of dailying a car like this. So the pros is that, you know, the aura is pretty dope. You know, you're always gaining aura every time you turn the car on. You step out the car, people are looking, they're like, yo, that's you? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Also, this car is really dailyable. Like, even though it's a two-door, the hatch makes so much room. So like, I've taken this car grocery shopping multiple times, and it has a lot of space, so that's really nice. And then you've seen in the trunk, like I had the whole exhaust in there. Just, you know, I just keep it there, so.
Can't do that in a Miata.
Yeah, you can't do that in a Miata, so. Yeah, this car is really dailyable. As far as reliability too, this car has never left me stranded. I never had any issues besides that clutch relay and the alternator thing, but those were easy fixes. And that was like 2 to 3 months of owning the car was those issues that I had. And then after that, like literally no other issues. The cons of owning this car is the anxiety that you have when you leave your car alone in you know, places that aren't your neighborhood. Even in your own neighborhood, bro, like shit could happen. So like there's a lot of anxiety with that, but yeah, that's a big thing though. Like when I first got this car, bro, I was so paranoid. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, like, man, someone's gonna see this clean ass 240 and swipe it. But yeah, that's one thing you gotta get used to. And then I forgot another pro of the car. I'm gonna go back to the pros, but another thing is like the conversations that it starts and the attention that it gets is pretty sick as well. It's, you know, every time I take the car out, I always get a look in a good way, and I also always get like, you know, people coming up and you know, just striking up a conversation. But that is also another con, because like you have a lot of attention. So if you don't like attention, then this probably isn't the car for you if you want to stay low key.
Yeah, stick to the Miatas.
Yo, chill. All right, so overall experience with the car, I'd say in terms of reliability, I'll give it a 8. I'll give it a hard 8 out of 10. Just because of those 2 issues that I had from the first 2 months of owning it. But that's those first two issues that I had was because the car was sitting for a long time and didn't really have anything done to it. But when it comes to reliability, it'll differ with every 240 because it really depends on like the previous owners, the history of the car, and what's been done to it. You know what I mean? So this is just my score on my specific 240, not anybody else's. Comfortability. How do you say comfortability? Terms of comfort. I'd say, if you get the right chairs, if you get the right seats, it'll be like a 7, 8 out of 10. But right now with the Brid seat in there, that shit sucks. So for my car, I'd say like a 5, 6 out of 10. Style, 10 out of 10. Obviously, it gets looks everywhere it goes, and every time I hop out the car, I always look back at it. Unlike the FRS. No, I'm joking. I kind of miss my FRS, but this car is so much more fulfilling to me.
I miss having a less slow car.
Yeah, that's the only thing. The performance of the FRS over this for sure.
Talk about performance.
Oh, performance.
Add that as a category.
Oh yeah, performance.
Out of 10.
I give it like a 5 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, because when you're first driving it, you're like, yes, I'm in a 240. And then like after you're like driving it every day, I'm like, damn, like I'm the slowest car on the road. So yeah. But you know, future plans, I really want to end up with a swapped engine. I want to put a SR20 in there. I don't want to do nothing super crazy, but I want to have it just be right, you know. I don't know if I want like a black top or a red top. I don't know if I want it from like S13 or S14 or S15, but yeah. That future plan, big plan is motor swap, maybe some 3-piece wheels, rolled fenders. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these fenders are unrolled, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I dailied this car for 6 months. Overall, good experience. Like I said, me and Sai cannot. We can't stress it enough that it really depends on which 240 you get. Every 240 is different. You really have to look for the clean ones. Don't be impatient and go get a semi-decent one and end up with hella problems. Like, please, like, at least the engine, as long as the engine's not touched, you should be straight. But yeah, if there's a lot of issues, you're not gonna have an experience like mine where it's been pretty chill. And that's where all the stigma comes from, where 240s aren't reliable. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Make sure to like, sub, and keep up with the car. Thank you.
Yes, sir.